Okay, so I looked up how to get past this part that I've been stuck at because I didn't think you guys wanted to go through what we went through the last time. And at the very beginning, I missed a step. And that is why I was stuck. And the other part I was stuck on, I wasn't actually stuck on. I just didn't realize, yeah. Roller coaster time. Oh no! That's tragic. Excuse me. Okay. Thanks for the hydrate. Time for another roller coaster ride. Oh. Well, on the YouTube description, it just said Full Metal Alchemist. That is something I'm working on to see if I can find a. And I found a couple promising ones, but find guessing games having to do with video game music soundtracks. So, yeah. Well, you had the right name of the song at least. See? A whole different area I never got to. All of that trying to get into that one building, this is all I needed right here. That's all I needed. Uh-huh. Thanks, Swab. See, is it here? Yeah, there it is. Oh no, it's not here. Okay. I think I have to be up to do that. Okay. And welcome in. Thanks for the posture check, Queenie. Okay. Okay, so no, I think I went no. I think I went the wrong. No, I went the right way. I think. Yes, I went the right way. Going good. I looked up how to get unstuck from the last time I played this game because I was hopelessly stuck. So, yeah. You guys did not have to watch me go round and round in circles again. Oh, are you still recovering from the ghost ship? Oh, come on, where'd I go? There it is. It is crazy that you had to, in the end, guess it out of, in 2 tries, was it? And is the sound okay on the game? That's because by the time you came in, it was Sniper had been doing it for quite a while. Okay. Well, you guys just let me know if I need to adjust. Okay, so let's see. Am I to the right place yet? Let's see. Maybe? Yes, I think I got it to the right place. Yay! Maybe. Nope. This isn't the place I wanted to be. Hmm. I think this is a place we've already had access to. Yeah. That's not where we wanted to go. Darn. Okay. Oh. Or maybe straight? Oh. Okay. Or maybe like that? Oh. Maybe? It's probably a good idea. I probably highlight my stuff too often, I have to say. But, yeah. I think this is the village docks. This is the village docks. Okay, so let's see what happens. I do that. And let's see where we ended up. Somewhere new, hopefully. Yay, somewhere new. Two. Okay, so that symbol means 2. That symbol means 6. Could have sworn that was the same symbol we had before. Oh, maybe that's not the symbol for number. Oh, okay, so without the line it's 2, with the line it's 7. Okay. Bye-bye. They got eaten. So a 3 is 1.
Terekoi danni, ki bayem revat, al royem beetig tavom, ga bodona gayem.
Your people?
Ram. Terekoi danni, ki bayem
Okay.
revat, al royem beetig tavom, ga bodona gayem.
Yeah, go look at it. Oh, how'd you reduce your delay? Just did you close out of some stuff? Okay, so that's 4. Well, okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that does make a difference. I bought like a when I was using my laptop before, I bought like just a handheld fan and I'd actually blow it right on the laptop on the top of the laptop instead of underneath, and that helped quite a bit too. Because I used to have that issue of my laptop overheating. Okay, so I think yeah. It's the only that's why I ended up getting a desktop computer, because it was like my laptop was overheating so much. It still works just fine, but yeah. But that's why I couldn't stream before, because before I had really bad internet, plus my laptop would get so hot. But yeah, now I have a desktop and decent internet, so okay, one more round through just to well, that's good. Yeah. It's going pretty good. This is one of the places that I couldn't figure out how to get back to because I went to the wrong place first. So it's good. It's the schoolhouse. So this little game kind of teaches you the numbers, what the number symbols mean. So I think I've done it enough to get an idea. Okay. Now I just have to be able to get back to the village. This way. I think I might be not where I want to be, but we'll check. Oh, no, maybe I am where I want to be. Oh, that's not where I want to be. Wonder if it'll still work, though. A big old whale thing's trying to eat me. Because I already took the bath. Okay, fine. I'll have to go the other way. Oh, yeah? Yes. This way. Oh, no, I can go this way, I think. Yes, no? No, I can't go this way. Mm-hmm. Roller coaster time. Oh. Okay, so now I think I have the things switched that they need to be. I can get back to the right. I think I can get into that room now. Yay! Well, we'll see. I shouldn't say yay yet until I make sure that I did it right. Yay! I did it right! Okay. Your people have been saved from the dastardly dog? Oh, was there a turtle being attacked or something? Aww. Oh, good for rescuing the turtle. The one I want. Okay. I'll look at it in a bit. Do you get a lot of turtles in your yard? Aw, it's a cute little turtle. Yeah, I don't get turtles. We get deer, coyote. There's even a bear in the neighborhood, which I haven't seen. Foxes, turkeys. But I can't say I've seen turtles in my yard. Okay. Yay, that has been opened again. Or not again, for the first time. Yay! Okay. Oops, what's this door do? Oh, I went the wrong way. I'm gonna go back here, and And I want to go through this door. Oh, that's fun. I don't know how well turtles would survive in my yard. It's down here. Anything fun? Oh, this is that original area that I wasn't. Yes, okay. Anything else that I can connect while here? Button. Oh. New area. Come on, you can do it. Okay, I got it that time. Woohoo! Oh. Mm. No. Feel like there's another step I should be doing somewhere. Maybe not here. Maybe this one? Ah, yes. So now let's see where those stairs lead us. Let's see. Yes. Okay. What are these? Oh, the screenshots that I took. Okay. Um. Excuse me. Can I look at my screenshots on Steam? Thank you. I can't. No, I can't. Oh, that's sad. Okay. Oh, maybe because I didn't make them public. Okay, I'm just gonna have to tab out. Because I know I've taken screenshots. Yeah, I just took them today. Let's see. Okay, so first things first. This one. So the little square. Little square. Welcome back. Hmm? But eventually it's gonna have to go out of order. I just have to figure out from like the screenshots that I took if I took the right screenshots. Okay, so this is going to be the little room, little island. One was blue. And then this one, that was that shape. Neat. Where the big old island here. Yeah, like all the stuff that we were doing before as told by like the colors and all that. This is a game that like and it was before you really took screenshots. So it was like a lot of notes originally with the game. I think I got it though. I hope I got it because otherwise I have to come back here. Okay. Now for another puzzle, I think. Do I have to go this way? Can I go a different way? I feel like I can go a different way. I keep going back the same way that I was not going to go. Oh, no, I can't go a different way. Oh. Yeah, I better just go the long way. Did you, oh yeah, invention of, I was thinking, reading that as that you played the game and you used your cell phone to take pictures, but yeah. But yes, it definitely helped having, oops, that's not what I went to do. Well, we'll just open it up again. Okay, roller coaster time. Whee! Probably would have been faster to just do the rotating tower again. I just didn't really want to rotate the tower around. This way. Uh-huh. I hope the clicking through really quick isn't hurting your eyes. If it's an area that I don't really need to study and stuff, I've been just like clicking really quickly through it. So hopefully that's not been. Yeah, for the most part, I try and do things, but like when it's an area I've been in so many times, yeah. I already set myself up for this area. Because we got here once before. I haven't seen a rabbit. We have seen one of those. Seen a beetle. And a frog. Maybe that be. Oh, thanks for the hydrate and posture check. Oh, and thanks for giving Dragon Apple. Okay, nope, too far. Am I reset? I'm not reset. Can I put that back up? Okay. Fish beetle. Mm-hmm. This one. Is it gonna show anything else, or is it just gonna go round and round? Okay, fine.
Killing me. Oh.
Okay. Hope I'm stuck forever. Or possibly until someone comes in.
Katarina e now da saya yapalo. Yapa ay manay yalepo. Mio tisay. Bekaretere wirape yelo kene falapo. Tisay. Why te fulupe?
Okay, so this is the one we don't want to go into. That's our prison book. Which actually, I'm curious. Let's save. I just gave us a bad ending. Like I knew better, but I had to.
Dai, no ne sauce. Ya no quiere como poco recibo. Freitag på.
Which is why I did the save right before I did that. Because it was like, I have to at this point. I have to do an ending. So that's what happens when you click on the prison linking book. Yeah, I mean, I purposely lost on that one, so but I just figured that it'd be fun to do it just because, yeah. And welcome in, ta-da. I mean, if I'm gonna stream a game that has multiple endings, I have to stream the different endings, right? And I don't know that I can get that same ending if I went on before then. I guess I could have saved and then done the true ending and then gone back to that save, but it was easier just to do it now. Of course, I probably could just cancel out of the credits because I'm assuming they'd be the same either way. So, yeah. Now that it's almost done. Is it supposed to be this year? I guess I could have technically waited to play it until after. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and resume right where we left off. Only this time, not click the book and read the story. The journal. Well, I have played it before. I just, with these kind of games, I just figured it'd be fun to, instead of start where I left off, stream all of them. So, this is the last one I played, and then I got through part of the next one before I got distracted. But the plan is for Dottie to play the second one, or the third one. And then either May or I'll play the fourth one. I haven't really talked to her whether she wants to do one of them or not. But yeah. There's actual books that go along with them too, and I kind of went down a rabbit hole of reading the books and everything because they give like the pre-story to the games. And I guess somebody was saying the Uru village gives a little bit more of the story. But yeah. The Exile, yeah, I got kind of into it, but I kind of lost interest on it. But I think it was just I played it right after these other two, and so I think I just needed a break from the intensive puzzle. Like I said, I think I got about halfway, maybe three-quarters of the way. Mm-hmm. If you want, I can post the names of them in the Discord later. I think it'd be a little bit much to read on stream because they're actual like novel books, so yeah. Okay, so time to read Catherine's journal. I linked to Riven a week ago. The smell of the place overwhelmed me moments before I could see anything. With my sight only partially cleared, I stood motionless, peering ahead through a dim veil that was slowly lifting. There was a violent clang, and bars appeared. I remember breathing slowly and very deeply, tasting the familiar Riven in, but not recognizing a thing. I mean, Brett, I do have a bedtime story redeem. So, and welcome in, Brett. I just don't know how allowed that would be to read that on, like, to read an actual novel on stream, too. I must have been hit with the dart right away. I thought it was an insect bite at first. I'm trying to remember it all, but it's difficult. Maybe because of the drug. There was a voice. A man I did not recognize stood before me. Rivenese, though he was wearing dingy dress. He seemed to be talking to me, but the poison was already taking effect. A shadow crept in, and I fell asleep. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Because it would be fun to do the series, but again, I'm okay. I mean, I have to pause every now and then, but for the most part, I'm okay. It really is, though. Same as Gens, however you say it. Yeah, terrible cursive too. No matter, the dream did end, and now to be here with Edie, it's been so many years. Oops, I didn't want to click that. Okay. It's been so many years I didn't realize how much I missed her. Like a piece of me that I had forgotten. I'd lost. She's beautiful and so full of warmth, but the years have also left her with a wound which was not there when we were children. And I can't move that, so I guess I'm gonna skip that. I write quickly for my prison. Nella will return your book, which is Mari intercepted upon your arrival. After questioning her, I've concluded that it was written by Atris for a very specific purpose. Gen will desire to use it, although he may have suspicions. If you can find my prison, you will still need the combination to release me. Gen keeps it in his office. Then I assume we're to signal Atris. I think I know how that might be done, but don't signal him before I am released. Catherine. Okay. I do wish she were more interested. It seems like I'm asking all the questions. I'm exhausted. No one asked me where I've been or what I've been doing. This hurts, but I understand it. Their beliefs are formed out of ignorance and apprehension. They are gentle people, but they've had their nest destroyed, and now they're frantically clinging to anything that might serve them. But why have they chosen to cling to me? I'm confused. As a child, I always felt out of place here. I never belonged. They misunderstood me, and I couldn't relate to them. But now, I'm overwhelmed by an intense feeling that I owe everything to them and this place. I thought I would never see them again, and yet I'm here. I've been given this second chance, but a second chance at what? Seeing them? Saving them? Fulfilling their prophecies? Being their savior? Is that why the writing's so bad? And welcome in J2 Trumpet. The mighty Atris would want me to chronicle all that I've learned. I can at least record some of it. It seems that when Atris and I trapped Gan on Riven many years ago, our efforts were witnessed by most of the inhabitants here. Two of the Rivenese even witnessed the confrontation with Gan at the fissure, where I linked back to Myst, and where Atreus threw himself into the abyss. Of course, they understood little of what they were seeing, but they somehow were able to guess that what we'd done, that Gen was no god at all, but only a feeble impostor, a false god, and that we had trapped him here on Riven. Hi, Tashtari? If you don't mind, I'll just call you Tash. Welcome in. Atreus had stripped Gan of his power, therefore Atreus must be a true god. As a god, he was choosing me, the spiritual misfit from a Rivenese womb, to be his wife. I was transcending into deity and would lord over Riven forever. Thus, the Moiety, as they call themselves, were born as a dissident society, sworn enemies of Gan. I did not know of their beliefs regarding Atreus and myself until 2 days ago. Edie was, for some reason, hesitant to tell me. I can't figure out why. I know she doesn't believe these things. Of course, everyone else assumed that I would be aware of my own god status, so they made no effort to inform me. I only realized it at a recent gathering to which I was invited. I sat in front of a dimly lit and crowded cave as they told the mythical story of my own life, acting out the battle between Atreus, myself, and Gan. At the edge of the fissure, the events had been exaggerated into grandiose proportions. It was offensive, but I was unable to stop it. I was unable to break the illusion which is the very foundation of their hope and purpose, and which has given them the courage to band together and rebel against Gen. Hi, Mutant Damaz. Welcome in. And you guys are coming to the parts that are at least a little bit less boring. So, yeah. Yeah. Yes, thanks for everybody who's been lurking and has decided to chat a little bit. Yeah, welcome in everybody. Since then, I've learned of other doctrines and beliefs that have evolved, the most disturbing of which is the conviction that one day I would return to Riven to face them. It's to free them Some believe that I will overthrow Gen. Others believe that I will bring them to paradise. I don't know how to deal with this. I fight it myself. I love these people, my only real kindred, but they do not love me as their equal, as an equal, which hurts me. I would rather be their slave than their master. Over the years, as Gin's power has become greater and greater, the Moiades' numbers have grown, and they have become more and more adept at hiding themselves. They now live in a complete network of caves that he still has not discovered. The Moiadi, for the most part, have completely severed their relationship with any of the Rivenese that choose against joining them. But I hope But I hope they're not sacrificed vital limbs in order to remove the cancer. Even Father and Emmett were still on the surface in Gen's domains, and I long to see them. But a dimness shrouds E.T.'s face every time I've mentioned them. Since this break took place, they have interfered with the surface in superficial ways, occasionally sabotaging one of Gen's constructions or stealing food from the villagers. They wear strange masks and costumes frequent during their something forays to the island surface and take this regalia very seriously, refusing to be seen by anyone outside the moiety unless they are properly attired. They get much pleasure out of the fact that those on the surface are frightened by these costumes, calling them evil spirits or ghosts. I think he does a pretty good job at it, yeah. It was during one of these expeditions that they fortuitously rescued me from one of Gin's guards when I first appeared on the island. Otherwise, I'm sure I would have been delivered again immediately. I've no doubt that he's now searching for me. Of course, I am now aware that I was fooled. Atreus is not here. I was, at first, devastated by this realization. Now I am thankful. He would be in extreme peril here. Also, there is a quiet inner voice, an echoing remnant that wants him far away. I have just witnessed an age dying, gasping its last breaths. Today I ventured to the surface to see what has become of this island. I hoped it would not be as bad as the Moiety had reported. It was worse. They have become slowly accustomed to its steady decay. But I was devastated. The lips from which the hiss is wrought. The lips from which the kiss is wrought has fallen worlds and will fall cold breath. This womb from which the cry released has softened hurt, it will suffer death. I think I might have all three. I know for sure I have I know I have at least 2, but I feel like I got all 3. It was like 3 years ago that I was that last into this. A Myst reader? Huh. I'll have to look. To get to the surface, we had to travel through a complex series of doors and passages. Before the last of these doors, they offered me a weapon, which I accepted, and then a mask. I held the mask in my hands for a while, wondering what sort of terror it might invoke in those members of my family who still live on the surface. But I also knew I must keep my identity hidden from Gen's ever vigilant eye, so I accepted it as well. Then, together, we swam a short expanse and emerged out at of the surface of the ocean, under a rocky overhang. The harsh sunlight made my eyes sting, but the fresh, rich air was exhilarating after these past weeks in the dark caves. The 2 men with me were silently communicating only with hand signals. The 3 of us emerged from our hiding place and made our way to the top of the plateau. At the edge of a thick overgrown area of the forest, they stopped and peered through the foliage for a moment, and then turned to me as if inviting my command. But I could not respond. In fact, I found it difficult to move. I was smelling, hearing, and breathing my youth. This swept over me in a matter of seconds, but in seconds more, all feeling was gone. There was a numbness. We did not stay long on the surface, but it was long enough for me to see the worst. Riven, which was once one island, has been split into 5 distinct pieces about half a mile apart. 4 of these have been claimed by Gen and his exclusive domain. Only his ministers and personal military were ever allowed access to them. From my vantage point at the edge of the forest, I could see 3 of these islands. They are stripped of their former beauty, and they are riddled with Gen's self-absorbed constructions. Moriarty had rarely visit these closely guarded places. There is another island which I could not see, as it had evidently crept away to a terrific distance. The Moriarty are very unclear as to what exists on this island, except for the fact that they know it is where Gen's tree, the great tree, used to exist. The forest is located on the island, and the surface dwellers and the Moriarty still refer to it as Riven. But they also still refer to their entire world as Riven. This island is where the village is, which has changed dramatically. It is also the one remaining presence of the people. Though Gen's influence can be seen everywhere. Of course, I knew the reason for the fracturing of the islands. The Moriarty do not. Gen wrote this place, and it will die, as all Gen's ages eventually die. I feel nothing today. I am nothing. I live in a cave, on a dying world, inhabited by people that they are treating me so strangely. They don't know how to relate to a god. I'm still an outcast here. They whisper amongst themselves, thinking of my bravery during my excursion to the surface. How I walked across the island, bold and unfettered. They don't know me. Even Ida is uncomfortable around me. At times, there is an awkwardness, and I am only Katrin to her. But other times I am something else. I am afraid. There's such a great numbness inside me. Today, I do not feel closeness with my people. Oh, thanks for the follow. Okay. Today I do not feel closeness with my people, neither am I offended by their worship of me. I do not hate Gen. I don't feel anything. I am not even sure of. At least Nella is still close. I am boiling. Gen is making and writing books. I wish they had told me sooner. Atreus should have realized this would happen. Of course, Gen would have written all of the materials necessary into the Dinny's craft of making books into this age, and probably every other age he ever wrote. He is attempting to write his way out of here. We did not imprison him. We only delayed him. This age has become his factory, and the people are his machines, all performing in his mad pursuit to become a god, to carry on his noble Dini cause. So far, he has not been able to produce a fully functional book. Atreus has never believed in destiny, but I don't know what else to call it. It's too perfect. It's too much of a coincidence. They hang on my every word, though they do not understand them. I am their hope, and now I have returned. I owe this to them. There is no choice. It's been a long time since my last entry. It's hard to recognize, but I have found the Starfisher. It is located on an island which the Rivenese call Alpiel, meaning water pool, but which referred to by the Moiety as Altwam, meaning pool of stars. Having once allowed Atreus to escape this age without leaving an open door behind us, it has since been sealed with a skin of weary iron, a crude telescope that has been mounted over the locked viewpoint, and the combination to which was acquired by the Moiety before my arrival. And so then that gives us the combination. In the early days, the Moiety, seeking an escape from Riven, briefly pursued the idea of forgiveness of reopening the fissure. They discovered a small mechanical stop to prevent the scope from hitting the portal window. Ultimately, however, they decided against opening it. I hate to think what would have happened to them if they had not left it alone. I've instructed them to stay away from it. I'm almost certain that with the decayed state of the islands, opening the fissure now would be disastrous. I have heard that in the days immediately following Gen's confrontation on Riven, he attempted to determine the feasibility of navigating the stars beneath the fissure. For he had seen the Myst book fall from Atreus's hands into that very same space. To this end, he would have people, alleged transgressors of the law, thrown into it so that he could observe their fate. The telescope, which still stands there, is one he had built for these callous experiments. It is said that they did not die, but what became of them remains a mystery. It appears that the limits of Gen's optics prevented him from learning their fate. The star field beneath the fissure is not as it seems. It is a gentle space, as hospitable to life as a flowing river. This is how Atreus explained it after he had fallen into it. But much more than that, we've never understood, and we were never able to conclude upon its origins. But the visions tell me that it was born out of the will of the Maker, perhaps for some greater purpose that we cannot yet understand. I still remember Atreus's words from his journal. I realized the moment I fell into the fissure that the book would not be destroyed as I had planned. It continued following into a starry expanse. There must be some greater reason behind it. I neglected to mention it earlier. The unique shape of one of the great diggers which appeared during our escape from Riven, the very design that stands vertically at one end of the Actarans, has been adopted by the Moiety as a symbol of their cause. It is a sacred symbol for them. It is the representation of all of their doctrine and their representation of me. To deface this symbol is sacrilege. They have their own mythical explanation regarding its sudden origins. I haven't told them that I wrote it into this age, along with all the other diggers. It's strange how much a young religion can be so unbending, even to their own God. I have tried to disseminate them of the notion that the symbols contain so much power. The enemy uses this paramour against them. They are fearful of Gen's symbol, and they are terrorized by his symbolic use of the wark. But they don't want to hear this from me. Perhaps my attempts have even caused some of the younger members of the Moiety to doubt that I'm in Catherine. My rare encounters with those who say they follow Gen have been discouraging. I have hoped to have some communication with the surface villagers, but they always flee from me. But I have heard news of some of the villagers' beliefs regarding Gen. Soon after we were trapped Gen on Riven, he claimed that he was responsible for the daggers, placing them around the island as a reminder of their failure. I'm the village. In the village cancels it. It is told that this was a punitive act performed by Gain to make the beginning of a period of restitution, at the end of which, if they have proven their devotion to him, they will be delivered into a new and better existence. I will continue to try to reach them. The door is open. Gen is free. Gen has the ability to create a working books. In fact, he has written one age before I had arrived, but he has kept this accomplishment so well hidden that only his closest ministers were aware until now. I'm not sure. Perhaps he and his has written others. Other news, a few years ago, before the Moiety were forced into hiding, one of them managed to steal what appeared to be a test book that Gin had intended to destroy. It had been partially written, but it did not work. They didn't tell me about it until now because they thought it was useless. Back then, none of Gin's books worked, but instead of correcting the problem at its source, he blamed it on the impure wood of Riven Forest and proceeded to engineer a cumbersome mechanism remedy, a complex series of domes to heal his book's inherent flaws. One of the consequences of this crude solution, however, was that the domes demanded huge amounts of energy, and the related problems delayed his success for quite some time. At last, however, he's finished his work and was finally able to link to an age, but he has kept his success extremely well hidden. However, for some reason or another, belligerent pride, he has made modifications to the domes to make it obvious that he's using the domes to breathe life into his half-dead books. Perhaps he means to lure me into using the books in the domes. He can't believe that we would blindly swallow this suicidal something, but he wouldn't know that we have one of his books, the stolen burnt book. This is a feasibly of have read burnt book age. It describes world would be unsuitable as a new home for the Moiety, but must be modified. I will dream. I have requested a group to solve the combination that will open the domes. Once open, we can power the burnt book. I do not think Gan will interfere. He will leave the bait. Thanks for that hydrate posture and check. So these journals are really long to read. Have begun writing the Moiety's age. Now must acquire a second book from Gin. There is tension. A strain blurs my vision. And nightmares. Nella and E.T. stay close. How many more pages? Oh my gosh, so many more pages. Okay. Okay. Much has happened. Almost everything is prepared. We have gotten another book, but I'm concerned Gen will miss it. We have also discovered the combinations for entering the domes, but we have not discovered the method for powering them. By powering our burnt book with Gen's domes, we will be able to link to this age, but we will only have access to the domes for a short time before we are discovered. Therefore, we can only use the domes once. I must find another way to make the books work. The gateway images in Gen's books and our burnt book all seem to share the same sickness if they are not powered. The images are black. It might be possible to clear the vision with only... We'll write substance into this Moiety age. All is ready. Now all we can do is wait for the word from the Moiety-esque, who are on the lookout for Gen to power and use the domes. When he does that, we will have access to one of the Gen's domes just long enough. After linking to the age which I've written, I only have to locate the book window substance and refine or adapt it. Laying this window over the gateway image should heal the books and make them work. This will allow me to use the second stolen book and return to Riven with more of the book windows. We will then no longer have to rely on Gen's clumsy domes. I laugh at these plans. I sound like Atris. I'm risking my life, but I feel no fear, only anxiety. Perhaps it is the sound the source of my nightmares of the fissure, like a great wound, is opened. It stains the riven soil with blood. I hold the Moriarty knife. The voices grow so loud. For their part, the Moriarty have complete faith that I will accomplish my task and lead them to a better world. It is the fulfillment of their prophecy. But they were also fearful and tense. I don't know what they will think or do if I fail. It is done. It seems too good to be true. I feel like it's still a dream. We have already evacuated all of the Moiety to this new age. It is beautiful, and I am pleased. At last, my people will live in safety and comfort. They stand under the bare sky, unafraid, and dazzled by their freedom. They are happy. They have named it Tay. There's still much to be done. We are not protected yet. The only way to completely safeguard this place is to destroy the book which links to here from Riven. But I do not even know how to bring this up to the Moiety. They will be extremely reluctant about destroying their only link to Riven. I share this hesitation. I would be cutting off my only connection. But for their sake, it must be done. I am anxious to know if our activities have aroused Grin's suspicions. If so, we must act quickly. Even so, I feel now that we are in... Tomorrow I will return to Riven to see Gen's reaction for myself, but tonight I finally rest. Okay, journal over. I think I can go out now. Oh, no, she's coming back in now that I've read the journal.
Sira po. Ibuko mo buko wisipo. Na vene. Tapo mo revene beno. Now, Katerina ne. Wisifa polo yai sepe yai.
Uh-huh. I did when she sent it. I took a small break from reading for it. So, I'm going to save this point. Because I don't want to do an ending yet, but I'm fairly sure that's going to be a place before an ending. Because, yeah, we'll go for hopefully the real ending first. And, yeah, go from there. Yeah, I purposely did. I purposely clicked on the linking book. It was handed to me. Like I knew it would be an ending, but I'm trying to do all the endings for the stream. So just for the fun of it. I knew it was the wrong thing to do, but I'm gonna stream it. You gotta stream all of them. But I don't feel like going through the whole ending part just yet again. Unless you guys want me to do one of the other endings first, but I figured we do the actual ending at this point and then go to the other endings. Probably better go down this way. I mean, that's the same with the original Myst, too. Like, we did the original... The way that I did the original Myst was... I let kind of, chat pick which ending we'd start with, and then we went from there. Yeah, that's why I figured it'd be good to do all the endings for the stream. Went the wrong way. Pretty sure I can get to a book from this thing. Mm-hmm. There we go. Okay. So, let's see. What was the code that she gave? Oops. Okay, so... Okay, so my code... Oops, it... Downside with the way that Riven works on the thing is it doesn't like you to do multiple things. Oh, of course. Like, it's full screen. I can't just click out. I have to tab out. Let's see. Luckily, I have multiple screens to make it kind of work. I guess I could have just written down the code. That would work too, but it's too easy. So let's see. Oh no, that wasn't the right one. It was the code from his journal I want. And then, of course, I do the wrong one. Oops. This one. Really? I didn't know that piece of it. I'll have to take a look at it. So let's see. I guess I would start at the end. Okay. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. I didn't count those first ones at the beginning. Yeah, I love how much details they put into these games. And it's nice to know that they're picking it up again. I wonder if they're planning on redoing all the games, although some of them are kind of newer, so. There also used to be a online game for it. Like a MMO, I think it was. Okay, are we ready to be trapped? is it still active? Oh no, I didn't power it right. I could have sworn I had the domes right. Okay, well then how do I... It might be something to play eventually. I figured I wanted to get through the actual story games before I actually attempted to see if it was still live. Oh, I haven't done the Euro one that I have is the Complete Chronicles. Put that way. Sweet. Uh-huh. I went the wrong way. Oopsies. Sometimes it's so easy to get turned around with this type of clicking. Because it wasn't powered right, so I must have done something wrong with my marbles. Roller coaster time. So is the single player one the same as the online? Is it like the same puzzles? That wouldn't make as much sense. Oh, okay. So it's not so much an MMO as it's just a multiplayer. Yeah, that's what I figured. I figured it'd be good to do. Okay, so where did I place the marbles wrong? Oh, okay. So the multiplayer part would be more of a just a would be just if you're gonna do the events. Okay, that makes sense. What do I have wrong? Oh, it doesn't just require like two people? Oh, wow. That is a lot of people to solve. Huh. Okay. Have a good art time. What am I missing? I thought I had them right. Hi, welcome in, Parker. It's going okay. I think I have my marbles placed wrong. I should be able to power the book that I got into the dome. Sure. Well, I tried and it wasn't activated. I thought I had it right, but we'll see if that fixed it. Because I thought I had it right, and then is there a dome that I can go on here? I think so. I think I have to do roller coaster again. I always click that door on accident. Oh my goodness. There's a lever on the wall. No, I did not notice the lever on the wall. I was thinking there was something, but... Okay, so let's put that backwards. This one right here. Yeah, that helps. No, I placed the marbles and I was like, that's that. That's all we need. Uh-huh. Thanks. That's what I needed right there was the lever part. Okay, now back to my book. Okay, roller coaster time. Okay, and I think I'm gonna resave here for the alternate endings at the end of the stream, at the end of the game. Did it save over it? Yeah. I mean, that's only if I decide to leave her behind. I don't want to leave her behind just, like, at this point. I want to get the good ending before I get the bad ending. I mean, and technically we didn't have to read it. It was all lore. Like, we only had to read her letter, which was the one page. Oh, did they? One more. I mean, it is, but again, we don't need to get revenge on her because we wanted the lore. Mr. JM, welcome in. Okay. Two. Did I not do it right? There it goes. Okay, now time to get trapped. Yeah, like I said, the only thing she did was write a really long journal, but she wasn't writing the journal thinking that you had to read it. I just can't pass up the lore. If I'm gonna play a game like this for stream, I gotta give all the lore and stuff too. All the lore I can. There we go. She really just wants to live her life. Peaceful life. Okay, I think it's to the point of focusing now. Okay. Prison time. Probably do a save here too, since there's a couple of save options. Let's see. Okay, so can I put the books? New power. Hi, Zork player, welcome in. I love the stories of the Myst series. Okay, so what can I click besides books? There. Yes, but I thought I clicked it. I think not for a while. Like, if I like the little bit that I played of Excel, we don't even get a move there right away after this series. Oh, there it is. Oh my goodness.
I apologize for the cage.
I'm afraid this situation has often required of me a more primitive code of conduct than I might otherwise have chosen. I am Gen. I assume you've heard of me. Yes. Well, I suspect you have acquired some false information of who I am now. Not that my son would have lied to you about me. No, not Atris. It's just that, well, I'm sure he believes me to still be the depraved father I once was. Yes. I even tried to kill him once. God, if I had accomplished that, who knows what I would have become. A great father indeed, who tries to murder his own son. Thankfully, he trapped me on age 5, a prison of my own creation. No books, no precious inks, no ages to link to, nothing but my own foolish ambitions. That was 30 years ago. 30 years, 30 lifetimes, what does it matter? No sentence could be too harsh for the man I was. But I have changed. To be sure, the deeds of my past can never be completely atoned for, but my mission was an honorable one. I'm sorry, this is all a bit awkward. It's been a long time since I've attempted to persuade anyone of my intentions. Most of the people here have already made their minds up about me one way or another. I myself do not trust the words of most men, so I don't expect you to believe me. In the end, though, you may discover that I do have more than mere words to offer. Atris's choice of punishment has been hard on the people of Riven, and many have suffered because of it. The island has been steadily decaying for years, but according to my most recent measurements, it appears that the 5th age has entered its final days. Unless the villagers can be relocated soon, the island will collapse entirely and everyone will perish. It has taken me a long time to do it, but it appears that finally I'll be able to make some substantial amends to my past transgressions, especially in, well, I'm afraid I've had some trouble with Catherine and the moiety. In any society, there will always be a small percentage of the population with rebellious tendencies. Before Catherine appeared, the moiety, as they call themselves, had been relatively harmless. I mean, the natives here are a fairly violent people by nature, but I'd almost come to accept their presence. It seemed inevitable under the circumstances. Upon Catherine's return, however, their violence intensified considerably. It seems she's become some sort of religious savior to them. And as far as I can tell, she's come to believe this herself. So I've had no alternative. I had to separate her from her people. I must admit, though, that my concerns were not entirely for her safety alone. The actions of Catherine and the moiety have put my own life at risk on numerous occasions. Consequently, the lives of all the people here. Therefore, I must ask you to refrain from any attempt to free her. Although I'm sure Atris desires it. Indeed, he must desire it with all his heart. But he is completely unaware of her recent state. Which brings me to the point of all of this. The linking book you brought with you. You're very fortunate to have recovered it. If I may. Thank you.
Welcome back, Dottie, or I guess it's first time coming to the stream, chatting. Good morning. Again.
Perhaps it would be best if you went through first. You may need some time to decide. That is reasonable. Until then,
It's
as a
not
token of
morning
my
here
good
either.
intentions,
I was
will allow you
referring to Dottie
free
just
access
waking
to
up.
my linking books, cruel though they may be, and to the rest of the Fifth Age. Please understand, there is nothing I want more than a chance to resolve matters between Atris and myself, especially in light of what has become of Catherine. But unless you are willing to demonstrate to me that your intentions are honorable, I cannot risk it. The sanctuary I've been writing for the islanders is nearly complete. After all these years, it would be a shame if I were unable to finish it. The work I am doing is quite demanding. Please don't signal me unless you've decided to use the book. The switch will reset itself once you link from here.
Thanks for feeding the dragon. I was supposed to click the book during that little bit of time. I waited too long. Oopsies. Jenna, thanks for feeding the dragon also. Hi. Welcome in. Just getting a view of all the different books before going out. Everything is good here. Oh? Okay, I think I went to all of them. We can actually click on it this time. I think I'll actually continue on with the true ending, the good ending. Because I already did the one bad ending, I just didn't click the book. I'll admit, I muted for a moment and I was eating a slice of pizza, and so I just didn't move fast enough because you only have a limited time to move. So, oopsies. So this time I'll be more on it. Hey, I was hungry and wanted to eat my pizza, and he was talking so long. I thought I had time. Of course, he stops talking right as I decide, okay, I can snack. Stop it. Don't be mean. Okay, where's my button? There it is.
I'm relieved you've returned. I thought perhaps you had decided against it. Here, I shall follow you directly.
He did, because he was probably planning on killing us all. What's the plot hole? Nico, you gotta move from in front of Steve, baby. Come on. I know. Come on, you can't be in front of the TV like that. He, like, it's the trap book was designed different. Let me see. We just did the first one. I kind of played Exile. I feel like I got farther, but and then this one. Yeah, I was trying to find the trap book. Because this isn't the trap book, right? Or was that the trap book? Yeah, that's what I thought. Where's the trap book? Oh, is it in my inventory? That's why. There we go. So yeah, see? I'm like looking all over the place. It's in my inventory. I remember playing with the buttons that made music. That's the only one. It's the one. You know, I actually am curious if that would end up. We'll have to, okay. I, I think it has to do with where you're standing. I don't know.
Natsu? Shima? Shorate. Mata neta. Tagamem. San botegan shem. Fasi.
Oh, Mage, thank you for the raid. Welcome in. Why am I not here? I do? I thought I unpinned it. Okay, hold on. It's not showing pinned on my screen. Okay, so I did undo. Okay, good. Okay. Have good foods. Pumpkin, thank you for the raid. Yeah, it's just different in that you still see the surrounding thing, whereas with the original trap books, there was like no. In fact, I thought you were supposed to be able to see it. Oh, and Jade, thank you for feeding the dragon. Uh huh. Hmm. Are we ready for another journal read? Oh, long journal read again, I'm sure. Okay, so I guess it's story time again. Hopefully it's not a really long one. It really is. Okay. I start this latest journal with astounding news. Catherine has returned to the Fifth Age. And though it sets my teeth on edge to say it, she has also vanished as quickly as she appeared. Stolen from me by the rebels. As my guard tells it, she linked into the Fisher Plateau cage, as I'd guessed, when suddenly he was set upon by a band of rebels who darted him and spirited her away. I suspect the truth of the matter was that he was so dumbfounded at actually witnessing someone link in that, and after all this time, that he presented an easy target for whichever rebel had happened by at that moment. The damnable luck of it all. He did get a good enough look at her, though, to verify that it was indeed Catherine. He also claims that he inspected all of her belongings and found no linking book on her person. A fact which, if true, makes this a question of why she's returned here all the more puzzling. Okay, have a good Japanese class. While I am sick with frustration at having lost the only quarry that Cage has ever caught, I am also filled with hope. She may yet provide me with a way back to Denny. It is true that I have managed, despite overwhelming odds, to break free of the confines of the Fifth Age and resume my mission to save my culture from extinction. But I fear that unless I am able to regain access to the vast resources that lie in the city's ruins, the task of reconstructing that great civilization will be impossible. If Catherine did bring a linking book with her, then I'm halfway there. If not, then she is trapped in the Fifth Age, and I can assume that my emotionally crippled son will soon be along to rescue her. Either way, it is crucial to my plans that I find her soon. Her presence here now forces me to take the rebels more seriously. I should never have permitted them to survive this long. Once again, the Great Wark has demonstrated its usefulness to me. This past week, the villagers have been most difficult to manage. Apparently, they learned of Catherine's arrival, and their fear of this mythical beast has been all that has kept them in line. Had I known how truly useful this progenitor creature would prove to be, I would have perhaps captured more of them while the local population was still plentiful. Although, to be sure, if their disturbances continue, my current pets will be in no danger of perishing for lack of nourishment. The search for Catherine continues. I now deeply regret my mistake of having ever taught these primitive people anything at all about the books. It seems that with each passing day, I more sorely realize the extent of which they are not ready for that knowledge, not even in the simplified manner in which I had presented it to them. Their minds, adapted only to the exceptional menial task of village life, were incapable of comprehending the art in all its complexity, and thus were unable to extract the essential underlying principles that are ironically so elegantly simple. It is obvious that much of the discard that exists between us stems from their failure to grasp the full meaning of the information I gave them. If they'd been able to gain even the smallest glimpse of the future I'd planned for them, then this conflict would not exist. The minds of children are not much more malleable. With the minds of children are much more malleable. With the proper instruction, they have developed a more appropriate posture towards the culture that gave them their lives. At times, they take to them almost as if they had a bit of Dini blood in them. Given the natives' inborn limitations, however, I am quite careful that none gain a level of understanding that would permit them to sin against their future the way that Catherine did. How foolish I was to think that she could contain such knowledge responsibly, when it was quite clear that my own son could not. Atreus, still he remains one of the greatest disappointments of my life. I should never have left him with my mother. By the time I'd returned to him, he had already been poisoned to all thoughts of the Denny. Perhaps it was the only way that she could rationalize the fact that she had been responsible for the collapse of their civilization. So much destruction, so many great lives lost. The guilt must have been unbearable. I do have vague recollections of the love she had for my father and for our world. But ultimately, she was an outsider whose ignorance of the Dani became the catalyst for their demise. If I am able to rebuild our culture, and in the process correct such crucial weakness, then perhaps what she did was ultimately necessary, in order that a new era of prosperity might someday come to pass. These last few weeks I have found myself frequently beset by images from the past. As I stood in the schoolroom today, I was reminded of my own childhood, the years I spent in the Bookmakers Guild, Father's immense pride at each of my small accomplishments there. He was an important man in the Dini world, but I can't bear to think of him for long. It's too much. I was too young to see such a thing. I got her. Late last night, I received word that Catherine was in the village attempting to persuade the people to join her. I lost 2 good men in the process, but I would have paid 100 times that number for such a prize. She's been taken to the prison island, where I've been attempting to gain some insight as to the reason for her presence here. I've had to fight the all but constant impulse to put her on the gallows. She has adopted the most infuriating stance of only answering my questions, when she answers them at all, in her native tongue. Even so, she is a poor liar. I am now quite certain that her return to Riven was unintentional, and that she brought no linking book with her. As far as her unwillingness to share with me the location of the moiety, we shall see. Without their leader, however, they are once again powerless against me. If Catherine's coming here was indeed an accident, then Atreus is bound to come for her. That is a given. The question I must now consider is, how long will he do it? Or how will he do it? It is likely that his hesitation has been due, at least in part, to this dilemma. One way or another, though, he'll have to bring a linking book to get back to Dini. There is no other way. It's late, and I cannot sleep. I've lost so much in my life. my people, my father, my son, and you, my wife, Keta. You were the only true kindness I have ever known. Watching you flicker there in the images, sometimes I wonder if you were real. If I could restore your life with my pen, I would do so in an instant and leave the rest of the world to their own wretched fate. Damn these savages. I would be well advised to leave them all in the Fifth Age and begin again with a clean sheet of paper. A stranger has arrived on Riven with a linking book to Denny, and once again my useless minion was overtaken by the rebels. From what little I could decipher from his muddled explanation, it apparently occurred sometime this morning. The cage has been damaged, but it is no matter. Everything I need is here now. Atreus is certainly behind this. Yet how could he be so as foolish as to send someone here with a linking book? Such blatancy is unlike him. Could it be that he has had a change of heart? After all these years, is he finally letting his poor old father go? No, he's only after one thing. Perhaps he should find her. For now, I need only to wait and observe. Don't give away too much in case anybody here wants to actually read the stories, though. Because I'm pretty sure that's absorbed in, found out about in the books. What did I do? Is it maybe... I think I have the sounds down. Okay, let's see.
Yafe Adika. You made it. But how'd you get past? You have to get me out of here. If Gen gets the linking book to Dunny, he'll kill Atris. Gen's people may be watching us. The combination to the elevator is somewhere in Gen's office. Be careful. Go then. If you won't help me, then I have nothing more to say.
Okay. Okay. So it's
We have to move quickly. Gen's people may already know what's happening. Once we're back with the moiety, we'll have time to regroup. Can I see the book? You did it. We're all free. You captured Gen. But there's still his followers. I'm not sure what they'll do once they realize he's gone. I'll have to get the villagers to safety as soon as possible. You go back to the Temple Island and reopen the fissure. I know it's risky, but it's the only way to signal Atris. I'll try to make it back there as soon as I can, but don't wait for me. Don't forget, the portal combination's in my journal. Good luck.
okay. Uh-huh. And if I remember correctly, it wasn't even like a big company. Like it's pretty much the person who wrote the story created the company for the story. Like they just created the game. Yeah. And isn't this the only thing that they really do is like the Myst universe? Oh, I didn't realize that. Oh, I'll have to look into the other ones. Because I actually didn't know that. Last I looked, they had only had the one. I knew that one. I have it wish listed on Steam for when it comes out. Oh, I need to take the book. Duh. Did I really do that? I pressed the button instead of hitting the book. Like I said, I'll have to look into the other ones, because I thought they had only done the Myst universe. I didn't realize they did. Did they do, like, the full stories and stuff to go with it also? Well, because there's actually novels that go with this. So that's what I mean when I say full stories. Yeah, so you're talking, there's other worlds that they've discovered with other games. Did they write novels to go with those worlds as well? Because I didn't realize there were other worlds. I knew that they'd done a lot of games to go through on this one, but I didn't realize that they'd done other worlds. Which book should I take? I don't know which one goes where. doesn't matter anyways. There we go. The novels, like, are prequels to the games. Because the first two novels tell pretty much the full story. Like, it leads up to how he actually got trapped, like how they actually trapped him on the island. Oh. Yes, but for someone who wants to actually get like the full lore. So I was just curious if they did books that had to do like prequels to their other games or anything like that to give more story. I don't know. I'm one that always likes to get as much story out of a story or game as I can. But that's just me. Okay, so now to look at her journal. Because that gives code. Okay, so Lex Luthor. I did not know that. I don't think there's anything in between on here, but we'll just do that just in case. Okay. No. Okay. I mean, fair enough. Why isn't it wanting me to click it? Oh, because I have the thing up? Is that why? No. Oh. Here we go. 2, 2, 3. They're letting me hit the thing. Is there another switch I'm missing? There is. There is. Did I translate it wrong? Two, two. 3, 1. Am I looking at the wrong journal? I mean, they could have him in it without having him be like a main part of it. What am I doing wrong here? What am I missing? I think I keep trying to. Okay, let's go out. 2, 3. Oh, I was trying to hit the little thing, not the. Let's see. Well, it's not like they can do his son, so one of his sons, because, yeah. Okay, cutscene time.
There isn't much time. Where's Catherine? Where's the book?
Atris!
I don't...
The villagers are safely in the Rebel Age. I thank you.
As do I. You've accomplished more than I could have hoped for. You've given me back my life. The path home is now clear for all of us. This is where our paths must part. Perhaps we'll meet again someday. You know where to find me. Goodbye, my friend. Now I understand. Endings and beginnings are within the fissure. That riven cleft of stars that access both a wall and a bridge. And though I am unable to understand how, the The very flow of stars that brought my Myst book into worthy hands, I am sure served as a safe passage home for my friend. The age of Riven is closed forever, but the people of Riven are free. And now I am at rest, understanding that in books and ages and life, the ending can never truly be written.
I wouldn't think so, because it said in the thing, in like one of the journals, it said that that the stars beyond the rift were perfectly hospitable to survive in. And he survived in it once before. So he knew on there. The thing is, though, he didn't actually tell the player that that's how to get home. He just said, like, yeah. It's like, hey, I hope to see you again someday, and then just, like, didn't say where to go. So, yeah. I mean, I could probably skip the credits on this one, because we already went through them once. So, it won't let me skip the credits. You have to do the credits. Okay. So, we're going to do the credits each ending, I guess. Yeah, like I said, she said it in, I think it was her journal. When you read Catherine's journal, it says the, okay, alternate ending hunting time. I hope I saved in good enough spots. Let's see. This one? Okay. Have I gone over the... Oh, I've already gone over. Okay. So, we're gonna go where we're gonna open the Starfisher before actually saving Catherine. Okay, roller coaster time. Oops, wrong one.
There isn't much time. Where's Catherine? The book is empty. I don't understand.
You never did.
Father.
Father! I am no longer your father because you are no longer my son. I don't know what you thought you were doing, but thank you. I finally am free.
It's too bad we can't skip through the credits each time. There's a couple more endings. We're gonna go. Because they each have like a little cutscene. Unfortunately, I'm not able to skip the credits each time. That one's probably okay. So I saved is I tried to save spots not long before the
I apologize for the cage. I'm afraid this situation has often required of me a more primitive code of conduct than I might otherwise have chosen. I am Gen. I assume you've heard of me. Yes. Well, I suspect you have acquired some false information of who I am now. Not that my son would have lied to you about me. No, not Atris. It's just that, well, I'm sure he believes me to still be the depraved father I once was. Yes. I even tried to kill him once. God, if I had accomplished that, who knows what I would have become. A great father indeed, who tries to murder his own son. Thankfully, he trapped me on age 5, a prison of my own creation. No books, no precious inks, no ages to link to, nothing but my own foolish ambitions. That was 30 years ago. 30 years, 30 lifetimes, what does it matter? No sentence could be too harsh for the man I was. But I have changed. To be sure, the deeds of my past can never be completely atoned for, but my mission was an honorable one. I'm sorry, this is all a bit awkward. It's been a long time since I've attempted to persuade anyone of my intentions. Most of the people here have already made their minds up about me one way or another. I myself do not trust the words of most men, so I don't expect you to believe me. In the end, though, you may discover that I do have more than mere words to offer. Atris's choice of punishment has been hard on the people of Riven, and many have suffered because of it. The island has been steadily decaying for years, but according to my most recent measurements, it appears that the 5th age has entered its final days. Unless the villagers can be relocated soon, the island will collapse entirely and everyone will perish. It has taken me a long time to do it, but it appears that finally I'll be able to make some substantial amends to my past transgressions, especially in... Well, I'm afraid I've had some trouble with Catherine and the moiety. In any society, there will always be a small percentage of the population with rebellious tendencies. Before Catherine appeared, the moiety, as they call themselves, had been relatively harmless. I mean, the natives here are a fairly violent people by nature, but I'd almost come to accept their presence. It seemed inevitable under the circumstances. Upon Catherine's return, however, their violence intensified considerably. It seems she's become some sort of religious savior to them. And as far as I can tell, she's come to believe this herself. So I've had no alternative. I had to separate her from her people. I must admit, though, that my concerns were not entirely for her safety alone. The actions of Catherine and the moiety have put my own life at risk on numerous occasions. Consequently, the lives of all the people here. Therefore, I must ask you to refrain from any attempt to free her. Although I'm sure Atreus desires it. Indeed, he must desire it with all his heart. But he is completely unaware of her recent state. Which brings me to the point of all of this. The linking book you brought with you. You're very fortunate to have recovered it. If I may. Thank you.
Vardane! We're just doing alternate endings now. Oh, it's not really a book to read. That's all it is.
Perhaps it would be best if you went through first.
Okay, so let's see. Save another. Let's see, do I have another? Okay. Oh, oops, I should have done. Oh well. Okay, so we're gonna do the ending where he's trapped, but we leave Catherine behind. Which is really kind of sad. Oh, I have to power on the thing first. That's right. Did I do the right one? I did. Oh, look at that. I picked the right one the first time. I think. Okay, when it gets to the credits this time, I'm gonna take a quick BRB while the credits are rolling to feed my dog. Well, I'll let her out and then feed her, but we'll get to the cutscene and the credits first.